In that last video, we discussed why many people still have health problems despite eating healthy, because at some point in their lives, even decades ago, they took a bunch of antibiotics that killed off certain strains of much-needed beneficial gut microbes that never came back. And it's really hard to get them back because, well, we still haven't even discovered all the different types we need. And simply taking probiotic pills doesn't help much because most of those are the wrong strains and most of them are dead anyway by the time you buy them. So your best hope is to stop eating sugar, carbs, and crap and start eating lots of cultured, fermented foods and lots of healthy fiber. But the most important first step is to stop eating the foods that feed infections and weaken your immune system and make you sick and rot your teeth and you end up needing antibiotics. That's step one. Get serious with your health and diet, all right? Stop the alcohol, the bread, the sugar, the cookies, and the ice cream. Okay, step two is to use natural antibiotics first. Try that first. One of the strongest ways to fight infection is ozone water. Ozone is one of the most powerful oxidants there is, but it only lasts 15 minutes, so you need to drink it right away after making it, and you need an oxygen machine and an ozone generator to make it, and that costs about $3,000 to $5,000, and most of you won't go that route. So that takes us to nature's antibiotics like garlic and oregano oil. Garlic is awesome. It's great for colds and flus and sore throat and sinus and issues and UTIs and candida, E. coli and staph, including some MRSA strains, H. pylori, salmonella, some parasites, the flu, herpes, all kinds of stuff. I mean, it's not safe. It's not a safe substitute for really strong stuff like sepsis or meningitis or pneumonia. And it's not recommended for SIBO because it has lots of fructooligosaccharides, which is a fermentable FODMAP fiber that can actually feed SIBO. So if you have SIBO, you don't want to do garlic. But it's okay to take enteric-coated allicin pills. Allicin is the main active ingredient in garlic without the FOS fiber. And enteric capsules obviously don't dissolve in the stomach. They make it to the small intestine where it's needed the most. That's where the SIBO is, the parasites, and all kinds of dark underworld parties going on in there because it's safely hidden between the stomach and the colon by two valves. Enteric allicin is probably the closest thing to a true natural antibiotic replacement since it delivers concentrated, stable doses directly to the small intestine. Enteric garlic extract, I know some of you can ask about that. It still has the FODMAP carbs and can feed the very bacteria you're trying to reduce. So for SIBO, enteric garlic extract is not the way to go. It tends to worsen gas and bloating and symptoms. You want enteric allicin taken on an empty stomach at least an hour before you eat for maybe like 4 to 6 weeks if you're trying to deal with SIBO. If you don't have SIBO, just eat raw garlic like Kara does. She's a beast. She's a Sagittarius, which means she's half horse. So that explains it. You can tell she has no SIBO because she eats raw garlic almost every day and gets no bloating at all. She's got a really flat stomach. There have been these silly myths floating around in the yoga world that garlic and onions make you stupid. Do I look stupid to you? People feel tired and foggy and gassy after eating garlic and onions, especially if they have gut imbalances like SIBO or IBS or poor sulfur metabolism, and they interpret that as hurting the brain. Garlic compounds, allicin and sulfur compounds, improve circulation. They lower blood pressure. They protect neurons from oxidative stress. And in fact, they can actually improve memory and cognition, not impair it. Onions have quercetin and sulfur, which is an antioxidant and anti-inflammatory. It's protective for brain health in a lot of studies. If you get gas or bloating from eating onions or garlic, stop eating crap. Stop smoking crap. Stop the bread, the wheat, the cookies, the alcohol, the fruit juice, the soda pop, the ice cream, the pizza, the pasta, and the fried stuff. Okay, how does garlic compare with oregano oil? Garlic is more selective. It goes after the bad guys while sparing many of the beneficial, good gut microbes. Oregano oil, on the other hand, is a very broad kill spectrum. It's less selective. It just kills everything, including the good stuff. It's stronger. It's more aggressive. It can cause die-off, bloating, diarrhea. The allicin in garlic is gentler. It's often better tolerated. Oregano kills good bacteria, whereas garlic actually feeds the good bacteria because it's a prebiotic. So garlic is gentler, it's more selective, and it feeds the good flora, whereas oregano oil is a more powerful sledgehammer. You know, garlic is a sniper and oregano is a flamethrower. Now, the good news is oregano oil is fat soluble, so it's absorbed quickly in the upper small intestine, so most of it is gone before it reaches the colon where the good gut flora is. That's why it's good for SIBO, but not really that good for diarrhea or colon issues. There are, however, still some beneficial gut bacteria in the small intestine which can get killed, and it also hurts the mucus lining in there. So I don't like oregano oil. It's just nasty, and plus it tastes absolutely horrible. Like I'll take garlic over oregano oil any day. Okay, one of the big magic potions floating around is colloidal silver, as if it will magically kill the bad stuff and make everything okay. Well, I'm sorry for a lot of you, but most of it's useless. To make a true colloid, you need lots of power, 600 volts at 1 amp to make the colloid, and anything less and the particle size is too large to form a true colloid. Larger particles are dangerous because they can lodge in the tissues, causing that ashen gray, bluish white look on skin color, which you see a lot. Many of the cheaper commercial products contain gelatin as a protein stabilizer. Not only is this dangerous, as the protein can be pulled into the bloodstream, increasing the risk of allergic reactions, but true colloids don't require any stabilizers. That's a giveaway right there. So don't waste your time with silver. Okay, and then there is the third magic wonderful herb that's out there is thyme. Thyme heals everything, right? It's a very good antiseptic for both internal and external stuff like bacteria, viruses, infections, and fungus in the digestive, respiratory, and genitourinary tracts like candida and yeast and fungus. It's an excellent balm for skin conditions like rash and acne and cuts and injuries, sores and burns. It has soothing properties for calming the bronchioles in your lungs for asthma and coughing. It's an expectorant, so that helps remove fluid and phlegm. It helps alleviate problems of the digestive tract like spastic colon, IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. The antiseptic and astringent properties of thyme help diarrhea while restoring the healthy gut bacteria levels. So it really helps in both ways, particularly with handling like candida and stuff like that. It helps decontaminate the liver and invigorates the whole digestive system. It's great for skin disorders, anemia, indigestion, blood circulation, immune system, chest infections, bronchitis, hay fever, even athlete's foot and ringworm, and thrush, and anxiety, and sleeplessness, urinary tract infections, gout. I mean, it's good stuff. Now, some of you keep asking me about my, the Plague-Buster potion recipe. I don't really have a recipe. I don't really have like the exact amounts, but I just throw garlic and onion and hot peppers into a blender with some apple cider vinegar. That stuff is like napalm. That'll kill anything. It's like swallowing nuclear fire. It just smelling it, it can clear your sinuses and wipe out anything in your head if you inhale it right after blending because of the horseradish. Now, of course, there's hydrogen peroxide. You can't drink it, but you can apply it topically or mix it with water and swish it in your mouth or put it in a water pick. And, if you have a tooth or gum infection, it'll disinfect just about anything it touches. There's many other herbs too, but I mean, I could go on all day. There isn't just one herb or substance that does everything. So it helps to sometimes put multiple things together, which is why, like in my parasite formula, it has so many ingredients. You could use that for SIBO or candida or parasites or recurrent UTIs or sinus infections or respiratory issues or anything like that. It has some of the most powerful herbs in existence. It may be a little too strong for some people. I mean, every person's different. Every situation is different. There are some life-threatening situations where you can't play around and you need to go to a hospital, of course. But if you think you can handle it on your own, you could try some of nature's natural antibiotics first, which don't wipe out your much-needed healthy gut flora, which we need to function properly. I could go on and on and on with all kinds of other stuff all day long, but those are some good ones to try. Remember, the best thing is to not get to this point in the first place. Stop all the sugar and the bread and the alcohol and the cookies and the smoking stuff and the fruit juice and any other form of concentrated sugar or refined carbs so you don't get sick, you don't rot your teeth in the first place and need antibiotics. Start eating more greens and taking more green juices, not sugary fruit juice and ice cream and cookies. Start now before it's too late. And that's that. Okay, Markus has spoken. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.